Loopy tunes we're rocking today.
Some good music by Eric over there.
He's rocking it. Welcome back. If you have been paying any attention today, the cover of the Seattle Times once again was talking about real estate, and so it is my pleasure to reintroduce to you after like a year hiatus, Lynn. It's been too long since you've been with us. The owner of YourSeattleHomeTeam.com, Lynn Robertson, who has been recognized and awarded for developing online educational programs, and most recently was a finalist for the Best of the Best Award for Real Estate Professionals. Welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Things are good.
Things are very good.
You're busy, I guess. Everybody starts calling when the Seattle Times throws their comments in the hat.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt business, that's for sure.
Well, one of the things in the Seattle Times that they talked about was just the lack of properties that are out there, the lack of inventory. We've covered it a lot on our show. It seems to be that buyers really need to prepare for this market before they, put their toes in the water.
Absolutely. There's, that's one of the setbacks for buyers is that this change happens so quickly. So not only are real estate sort of scrambling to get up to speed, but buyers still will start the process with the idea that they're going to be able to come in and negotiate a really fabulous price and have a great selection to choose from. Neither of those are true in this market, I hate to say. There's not very much to choose from.
So 2011, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So last month.
Right.
So, yeah, it is true. Selection is down. There's just, and it's not only foreclosures, it's not only short sales, but obviously for a longer period of time, home owners haven't been able to put their homes on the market because they've been upside down as well. That's starting to shift a little bit. And those properties in particular are the hot ones because they actually show well.
Yeah, we're kind of starting to get there. I talked to somebody over the weekend who they're putting their house on the market at a profit that they bought in 2008, 2009.
Yep.
In a neighborhood that's desirable, but now they think they're actually going to make money.
Yeah, it is. It's starting to happen. And really, I would be really careful and say select neighborhoods are going to see an appreciation enough to show profit. There are still plenty of people who are underwater, who bought 2006, 2007, but the margin is closing. And when I say underwater, you're closer to being able to sell the property without going into a short sale situation.
Sure.
So that will definitely open the market.
So how, when you start looking at sellers who maybe have, a lot of sellers probably have this hard line, like I can't go below this price. Is that, how do you negotiate with that? It seems that, it's kind of like, this is what I can do. I don't have anything else to give, and most people probably aren't going to go through a short sale for $5,000 or $10,000.
That's correct. And really, when I represent buyers, well, regardless of which side I'm on, but if I have a buyer who really wants to push that price, I do the research. I look up the tax records, and not every loan is going to be recorded, but the majority will be. And I can pretty much, if there's a first and a second, put together what their selling costs are going to be and calculate close to what that bottom line is going to be. And then the buyer has the decision. You can ask them to go below that, which probably will put them into short sale. That's not really a pleasant picture for anyone. Buyers, it's such an iffy prospect for a buyer. Really long term, without a lot of certainty as to how the result's going to be, what the result's going to be. And sellers don't like it. Obviously, it's a big hit on their credit. So you really have to take heed. What is that bottom line? And kind of respect the seller's need to hit that bottom line. It's not a personal thing.
And oftentimes, maybe that's a house that's better kept. You actually have that they can actually sell the house. You're not waiting for the approvals, as you talked about. We're here with Lynn Robertson with YourSeattleHomeTeam.com. Lynn, we just have a couple minutes left before we have to go to break, but sometimes that $5,000 or $10,000 that you raise the price to make it work. In the grand scheme of things, I have my own way of so many people are after the deal. And they forget about the big picture. Like, this is actually the house you want. Do you see that with buyers these days? They're so afraid to overpay.
Yes. Yep. They definitely are. And because the mentality for so long has been, if you don't get a good deal, you're not doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really, really hard. I respect. It's a hard shift to make in this short amount of time, but it is the reality. And if you really love the home, the extra payment for, you amortize that over 30 years.
$16,
exactly.
Right?
It's probably not going to hurt you in the end. And really, one thing I do say to buyers is that you still have to have an appraisal. This isn't just you and the seller negotiating a price and it's a pie in the sky, kind of dream price that's pulled out. Your lender is going to hire an appraiser on your behalf to come and make sure the value is there. So somebody has your back.
Which amazingly, they are starting to come in higher than expected in what we're starting to see.
In some cases.
Which
that's
is
right.
great. Well, Lynn, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate having you back.
My pleasure.
And we hope to see you more soon. Again, Lynn Robertson, broker and owner of YourSeattleHomeTeam.com. Lynn, stick around for a little bit. We're going to bring everybody back and talk a little bit about what people should be looking for when seeking out a relationship with professionals. We'll be right back after this break. You're listening to Brashenomics.